Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Sunset Moments. And I would like to share a little thing about interreligious activities. Because also, once again, I was invited by the group, interreligious group, and speak about the freedom of religion. Let me start with this Getting Common song from a good singer na sumisikat ngayon. Isang bisdak si Elias, but he is covering the Song of Jerusalem. From the Bible to Quran, Revelation from Jerusalem. Assalamualaikum salam. From the Bible to Quran, you can see Jews, Christians, and Muslims praying all together as one. Amen. Assalamualaikum Quran. I am not so familiar with the song, but it's really quite good and it deepens my heart. As you mentioned, Bible, Quran, the Jewish, the Christians, and Muslims. No? So this will be my topic this afternoon in our street preaching. No? So I would like to also refresh myself. No? And I would like to start about peace. Are you in favor for peace or war? No? Which one do you like? Of course, many people will shout, I like peace, peace. Yes. No? But where does peace come from? Will it come from the commander-in-chief, the generals, the military men? No more wars, but peace. But still there are many threats. Nations are also manufacturing nuclear wars, bombs, and other things. And this is very, very transparent, and practically the world is really taking care of their state because of so many threats. And they were just praying for a cosmic or world peace here on earth. So peace starts within us. As an individual, we have mind, our body. And there should be no war between our mind and body. If our mind will say smile, our body would smile. And it symbolizes or it manifests or substantiates the unity of mind and body. And if your body or if your mind will say, laugh, but you cry, you feel very sad, there's no manifestation of unity between your mind and body, my dear. So that's very obvious. And as an individual, as a righteous person, our mind could also could be a mirror of what we are doing. We have conscience, and if we have done something wrong, then you feel guilty. So we know what is wrong, we know what is right, we know what is evil, and we know what is good. So there should be peace within us. Now, do we need a church? Talking about religious or religious freedom, do we need a church? A church really is not a clear building, cathedral, chapel, or basilica. A church is a dwelling place of God. But the Bible also, Jesus also said that God resides in you, in me. So God resides in us, meaning Our body, ourself, is our church. No? And God is here within us, living with us. And how could that be? No? So, we have to protect ourselves, our mind, our body, our heart, and know what is true love. What is love? What is the object of our joy? What is the object of our happiness? And our heart, our mind and body, God will tell us what is really happiness within us, within you as a person. How about religion? Well, religions are teachings. You are being taught of what is right, what is wrong, what is a sin, what is good, and the morals, the norms, the virtues, and how to live peacefully with good characters and manners. So, there are good teachings in religions. No? Peace and not war. No? And how do we substantiate peace? Befriend. No? Be a good friend to your neighbors, to your classmates, to your whoever, people that you pass on to or with you. No? Then be friend to them, be kind to them. No? If you cannot speak, you can give your smile, offer a little short bow, and that already an expression of your love and kindness, respect to others. That's a religious teaching. So, I was just thinking of what really matters if there's no freedom of religion. If we don't have the right to teach and learn about having a good personality, then what will happen to all humanity? So this is just a question. If we will reject the freedom of religion to others. This is world universal human rights. We have the freedom of faith, freedom of religion, and freedom of expression. If our priests, our pastors deliver their sermon, evangelize the truth from the Bible, from the Quran, or other teachings, then it is and they are exercising their freedom of religion. We are not selling our faith, and church do not buy our faith. Religions do not buy our faith. Honoring God is not for sale. When you attend a mass, go to the church, you are not obliged to pay something. Yet there is a donation box that if you have something and you like to offer something, then you can drop a simple small amount that you want to offer from your heart. It is not mandatory. Unlike the government that when you receive your salary already, mandatory, you have to pay taxes. Residence tax, medical tax, income tax, and all others. It's mandatory and it's not voluntary. But that's talking about our financial way of giving. There is an obligation to pay, and also there is a voluntary way of giving, donating your money. And churches, religions do not buy faith because it is our freedom. Freedom to believe in God. And manipulating people, brainwashing people to go and be with you, be with your church is not good. Because every person has a religious freedom. No way to brainwash people. But if a believer is already there in the church and other people will be deprogramming the faithful believer of a church, of a certain church, then that is deprogramming of his belief. And that is also unfair. I'd like to share you a little story, just a background. Now, Filipino missionaries were sent here 3 centuries ago, 3 or 4 centuries ago. One of them is a Filipino missionary named Pedro Calungsod. When he was here in Japan, they were not, together with his companions, these missionaries, Christian missionaries, were not directly accepted by the Japanese people. They were asked to relinquish their faith, relinquish their faith from Christianity and not to be Christians, or else they will be killed. But the Filipino Pedro Calungsod did not surrender his faith. He owns his faith. It is his freedom. And he holds with his freedom of faith. But he was killed by the Japanese soldiers. It's more than a persecution. But the person has the religious freedom. Now, do you like freedom? You have to think more about it. Here in Japan, there are only 3% living here in Japan who are Christians. And these 3% come from many denominations. From the Catholics, the Baptists, the Protestants, the Methodists, and also from the Unification Church or the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification, or shortly, the Family Federation. But specifically, there is something wrong about how the government treats or look at the Family Federation. They are being accused and is being pointed to demolish, abolish the Church of the Family Federation. Why? Because there are accusations and still unsolved. That is about the murder of former Prime Minister Abe. It was not a church member who killed the late Prime Minister. But the Family Federation was accused. And the government is saying that the church should be abolished, demolished. It points that Japan government is also embarrassing the faithful, and we don't have the freedom of faith or freedom of religion. This is one reason why we are here. We want to cry out for peace, for love, for respect, freedom of religion. We have the interfaith. I am a Filipino, much and blessed to a Japanese. And our church is teaching us the intercultural exchange. You know what Japan had done to Philippines. And I myself, we forgive Japan of what they did during the Second World War. Why this happened? I accepted a Japanese wife. It is because of forgiveness, love, and unity. Reverend Father Moon, Holy Mother Han, shout, forgive, love, unite. Forgive, love, unite. Forgive, love, unite. Please give us the freedom of religion, the freedom of faith. This is our petition. And I hope and pray that we all, the Japanese people, the foreigners here in Japan, the government of Japan, will fully understand what is for everyone in terms of freedom of faith and freedom of religion. Peace be with us all. 감사합니다.